what's up? This is episode 6 of the podcast, and we're going to be talking about how the Washington Wizards defeated the LA Lakers 127 to 119. So for the Wizards, Caldwell Pope had 18, Hashimura had 10, Porzingis had 27, Christopher had 13, Avdija had 17, Satoransky had 16, and Gafford had 17. So they had 1, 2, 3. They had 7 players in double digit scoring, which means they had a lot of ball movement, which means the scoring was evenly spaced out. So now for the Lakers, Stanley Johnson had 12 points, LeBron had 38 points, Westbrook had 22 points, Monk had 17, and Carmelo had 13. Now, with Westbrook, his 22 points, they were efficient, but it just didn't seem like it really mattered, and that's just kind of weird for us. He almost had a triple double. Same with LeBron, he almost had a triple double too, but it's just weird because at the beginning of the game, West was on or whatnot, but it just seemed like even though him being efficient, his scoring didn't really matter or whatnot at all. Because I think it's because LeBron and Russ, they ball dominant guards, so they want the ball in it. I'm not even gonna say want; they need a ball in their hand for them to be effective. But they're not players that's going to sit there and around screens and get open. They get the ball. They're at the top of the key. They want to pick and rolls. They want to plays designed for them. So, and you kind of could tell they had 5 players in double digit, but it just seemed like it didn't really matter at the end of the day because it wasn't their offense didn't seem too fluid. So that's just something I saw and just took note of. It was it wasn't too much team basketball being played. It was just more so the ball at the top of the key for 5 seconds with LeBron or 5 seconds with Russ, and them 5 seconds matter. So, but Kristaps Porzingis, he was having a field day because they didn't have a real center. Kristaps 7'3", so he had an easy day getting his shot off or whatnot. Nobody could really stop him. And the Wizards were making sure they were trying to feed him the ball. So, another thing that was impressive was Hashimura. He was doing some pull-up jumpers or whatnot, which is nice to see in his game. It means he's evolving as a scorer. But, the Lakers had an early lead. They had a 16-point lead that got, taken away by the Wizards or whatnot. But also, one thing I want to point out is, I know people mention the John Wall and Russell Westbrook trade and how that should have happened. I have mixed feelings about it because on one standpoint, yeah, John Wall is a pure point guard. He's more of a pure point guard than Russ. But I don't know how much of a difference it'll make besides the fact that John Wall can run the show a lot better than Russ as a pure point guard with his passing ability. But Russ, he just has more tenacity. But I feel either way it wouldn't make that much of a difference because it's not they're bringing somebody like Dame Lillard. And also just the fact that Frank Vogel, he's more of a defensive coach. So his whole approach is to make sure the other team don't score. We ain't got the right pieces to be a defensive team. That made the 2020 Lakers so good was the defense. They had a lot of big bodies. They had AD, they had JaVale, they had Dwight. They had a lot of players or whatnot. You know what I mean? They're even they had Markieff Morris. So they had quite a bit of players there or whatnot. Now they don't have that. They just have LeBron playing center. Or when AD come back, he be playing center or whatnot. LeBron playing power forward. So one player that's very, very good that's, I'm pretty sure I know Malik Monk. But I feel the Lakers going to definitely re-sign Malik Monk. He improved a lot from the previous years. His game is more fluid. He hitting shots. He creating his own shot. He got a game kind of similar to Jamal Crawford. And so he's more athletic. He could dunk on you. But his game very similar kind of to Jamal Crawford, how smooth it kind of is and how fluid. He just looks very fluid out there. So, and yeah, so, but other than that, the Wizards are playing very good team basketball. The Lakers, they had a lot more ball stopping offensive, situations and scenarios. Cause the ball just be sitting there in the hands, and like for instance, LeBron hand for like 5 seconds, and nothing would be really happening. And they had they had a couple of situations, scenarios where it was just bailout shots where the shot clock wind down, throw it to LeBron in the corner, and let him just shoot it. That's kind of like it was a situation. So, and the crazy thing was Bradley Beal wasn't even playing. Now imagine Bradley Beal is playing and him adding 30 more points to it, the total, like that'd be crazy or whatnot. I mean, if AD was playing, I feel like the team. I feel like the Lakers would have had a better shot at winning. AD was playing because they had someone to kind of somewhat neutralize Porzingis. But if they had Bill and AD playing, I still probably get an edge to the Wizards because they just play better team basketball. But that's basically it. So thanks for watching. Peace.